that's really going to be sad. Yes, so Eneke, what is going to happen? Huh? The land of the free and the brave is going to be very sad. Hmm? Hmm? Boy, I'm gonna miss you. Hello, guys. Nice to see you live. I don't know about you, but I'm very scared about what America has become. Stay here with me for a moment. You know, if this big, beautiful bill passes, this big, beautiful billionaire bill, big, beautiful billionaire bill is about to pass. Hi, Raven. I drive a Honda. I drive a Honda, my friend. If this big, beautiful bill passes, you're done for. You're done for. I will not be celebrating this July 4th if this big, beautiful bill passes, because we need to be mourning. We need to be crying. It's a very, very sad time in American history. Afar, hi. My car is a Honda. Double tap like this big, beautiful billionaire bill. If you earn anything between 0 to $15,000 to $30,000 a year, you will be owing 74% more taxes than you currently pay right now. Yeah, so your tax rates are going to go up. Like by 2029, your tax rate will go up 74%, meaning sometimes if you work and you earn anywhere between 15 to 30,000, you might end up owing the government taxes. It's a very, very sad time. There is no future for your kids here in America if this big, beautiful bill passes. sell drugs, no tax. Ooh. Woo! I mean, right now all the money will go to corporations and billionaires, meaning, so somebody said that the GOP, the Republican Party, will be owning the American debt. So if you have any debt, you will be paying your debt to that party. They're not playing. You'll be the one owing them money because they'll be controlling everything. Woo! We have a new subscriber, Draven. Welcome, welcome to post-traumatic bliss. I don't know how we are going to navigate this coming year. I just have no idea. I hope once the Democrats come to power, I hope they change things. But this is a very, very dull future. I mean, right now, just understand, like, if you're living in the US and this big, beautiful bill passes, the American dream is dead. It's done for. Yes, there is no, starting a business is going to be very, very hard. Remember, they don't want you to have that American dream and people voted for this. I'm so tired and mad because a lot of people don't want to educate themselves about politics, the very thing that controls the whole system. So I'm very frustrated, very angry, and very pained because, like, you're watching it, like you're watching it, this boat sink slowly but surely, and the people who put us in this mess. Thank you for reminding me to just breathe. I really, thanks for the mindfulness. The people who put us in this mess, the MAGA, they are like la 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 la. We put you in this mess, la 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 la. Somebody is going to fix it, la la la. We're going to pray to angels, la 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 la. They're like that. They're like that. They're like that. These people, I don't know if they have a brain anymore. I can't. I cannot. I don't know what happened. I don't know. They're in La La Land. They're delusional. They have said that if this big, beautiful bill passes, there will be no regulation for AI for the next 10 years. No company, no state can regulate AI for the next 10 years. It's there in the big, beautiful bill. La 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 la. We are in La La Land. This will be the nail on the final coffin on the American democracy and the American dream. It's game over. It's game over. We are in a new world order. If this beautiful billionaire bill passes, it's a whole new world order. Anything can happen from there on because you've given so much power to the rich and disenfranchised the very poor. So you have weaponized the poor, the rich against the poor. That's what you have done, America. Clap for yourself. When you celebrate America this coming July 4th, celebrate the downfall of a great nation. Cry, weep. You know, I'm not putting out my flag this year. I'm not celebrating no July 4th. I'm just going to cry and weep. Because this was the last country where, you know, I had real hope. I had real hope for democracy, for freedom. I had real hope to come here and build my future. But now I know that I was delusional. I was mistaken. And it's over. I don't know what you are editing about the Honda. I don't know the Smurf song. I don't know that. I don't know the Smurf. I don't know about the Smurf song. I'm not very good at some things. What about the Honda? It is what it is, man. We are going down, and it's sad. It is sad to watch that everything from civil rights, the big beautiful bill wipes that out. Everything from environmental protection wipes that out. You know, taxes are going to increase by 18% if you earn 0 to 15,000. You know, what's the edit? Like, what do you mean you posted an edit of the Honda? And so you're just really turning the you know, when Europe, why Americans, like white Americans moved here to America, it is because, you know, Europe had become this place where the rich weaponized the economy against the poor. They did that. And so they did not care about the poor, their health, everything. Europe just became this crowded place where the rich make more money and the poor make less money. And so they were so crowded and poor, they start shipping people all over the world. You guys go to Africa, you guys go to the Americas, just get the hell out of here, you know? And so they came here to start a new world here, and they realized, oh, we can decide for ourselves. We can decide, we can give ourselves more freedom than what the crown is giving us. We can decide for ourselves. And so there started the American democracy, which seemed like a beautiful story that we were going to move towards more freedom, you know, the emancipation of the slave, more freedom for women that they could vote, more freedom, you know, we kind of just, this country just kind of started and moved towards, you know, an evolving democracy. But right now, everything is hanging in the balance because it's right there. The Senate are deciding the big, beautiful bill. Most of these folks, they're being paid to vote for the big, beautiful bill. So it's going to pass. It's going to pass. It's just a matter of hours. This thing's going to go down. Schumer made them read the whole bill. He made them read it so that they know exactly what they are delivering to the American people, because obviously some Republicans, like some Republicans did not read the bill. They just passed it without reading it. And when they were asked by the people, why did you pass the bill when you know this and this and this, and they were like, honestly, I didn't know it was there. I didn't know. I didn't read that part. That's why I passed the bill. And I'm like, how do you pass a bill you haven't read? Your job is to read. You won't read, you don't care to read, you don't want to read, you wouldn't bother to read, and you have lives of millions of people hanging in the balance, and you fucking cannot read. You cannot read a bill that has millions of people's lives hanging on the balance. You do not want to read. You cannot read it. You don't want to understand. You do not. Okay, fine if you do not read. Why don't you have a group of people dissect the bill for you? Let's say you didn't even have time to read. You can have, how many chapters are in the bill? You can have 100 scholars sit down there. Ask them, you know, do your community a favor for maybe even pay them $3,000 to dissect the bill and tell you if there are any red flags right there that make you not want to vote for that bill. They would probably come up with 10 or 100 things that they would say, don't vote it for this, for this, for this, for this. And then you can go to the house and you tell them, my people said I can vote them for this and this and this and this and this. And then people will be like, oh wow, you read, but you utilized the power of the people. How can you say you did not read? How do you guys vote for people who wouldn't care to read what's handed to them in government? And that's why everyone's screwed at this point. Everybody is screwed at this point because Senate is going to pass that bill. You can't tell me they will not pass that bill. Most of them are corrupt and they're being paid to pass the bill. Or they're being threatened by somebody to pass the bill. So trust me, it's going to pass. Because if you can bribe people, you're using carrots. But if you can use sticks, you can threaten them to expose them. Most of these people, you know, they have had sexual misconduct in their life. So somebody knows their dirty secret. And somebody is threatening them that if they vote against that bill, their dirty secret is going to be exposed. And they're like, please don't expose me. I will vote for the bill. Fuck the millions of people who are going to get screwed in this country for generations and generations. I just don't want to get exposed. Why? Because the ego is that powerful. People's egos, they don't want to be exposed. So they're going to pass that bill. And that is when they're going to usher in a new world order. It's going to be the new world order. It's right there on your bill, on your American bill. It's always been the plan to create a new world order. And this time, it's going to be here. It's going to be driven. Why do they want that the next 10 years that there will be no regulations by any state on AI? Why? Why do you think, why would you give the most powerful companies on the planet? Remember this, everybody, every CEO from Google to Elon Musk to everybody has been telling us AI needs regulation. AI needs regulation. They have been almost crying and shouting and telling us how bad it's going to be if there is no regulation on AI. I mean, they have been warning us, telling us, if you do not have regulations on AI, humanity is as good as done, okay? Now we are on the precipice where we have AI, okay? AI can track you. AI can track your finances. AI can track everything you did for the last 10 years. If it's on the phone, if it's documented, AI can do that. Soon, AI will be able to read your face expressions, to read who you are, to show us like all the things that you have. That's AI. AI can recognize you in seconds and send that information to the government. So you might even hide in the Amazon, but if they have robots there, they will recognize your face and send it to the government. That's how powerful AI is going to be. Yes, the government and the rich and the powerful who control all the money, they control all the banks, they will control AI. They control your ID because now AI companies have access to your data thanks to Elon Musk. They have access to your security card. So all they need to do is to put things together. Oh, this is your Facebook. This is your social security card. Boom, they link you. And this is your address. Boom, they link you. So, and this is your phone and it's moving here. They know where you are. So if the government decides to tell you that you cannot move from here to there, that's going to be, it will be so easy to track you. Remember, this administration is going to be tracking people who move out of the United States more than 3 times a year. So they will be tracking you. They will be putting you on a list of high alert if you're traveling and leaving the country more than 3 times a year. So they want you to either get trapped here in the mess that you're in, and if you decide to come back and go, now you will be trapped. It's going to be bad. If you oppose the government at all, if you have like your own opinions, like the way I'm talking like this is going to be very, very dangerous in the future. This is what Mega voted for. This is what you voted for. So this is what you voted for. You mega nutcases. That's what you voted for. It's going to be a new world order. Don't even celebrate July 4th. What are you celebrating? The death? The death of your freedoms, the death of the American dream, the death of civil rights, the death of caring for the environment, the death of Planned Parenthood. Now everybody is going to be spreading HIV, syphilis, everything all over because why? Planned Parenthood, where they educate people about STIs, where they do preventative care of STDs. All that's not going to be funded no more. Okay? So if you're out there banging everybody, just know those people are not receiving health care. They're not receiving any knowledge. And they're spreading diseases. From now on, if this bill passes, there will be no Planned Parenthood. You're damaged. It's okay. It's okay. This is what they planned for, because all these stupid fools, they only think that Planned Parenthood is about abortion. They did not think this is where your children get educated about sex education. This is where people get preventative STD checkups. This is where people get, if you don't educate people, what do you think you're going to be? What do you think is going to happen to you? This is what led us to this place in the first place, because all these MAGA who don't read, who don't want to educate themselves about anything, they're just being told, hate black people, hate Mexicans, and that is enough for them to vote. This is what they brought us. This is what they brought us, evil. They brought us evil. This is why I'm not celebrating July 4th. If this big, beautiful billionaire bill passes, there's no need to celebrate. I will go to the graveyard and take flowers because I know America is dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's the death of democracy. I want to breathe. I want to be happy. But there will be no breathing for anybody. There will be no breathing for anybody if this big, beautiful bill passes. You're going to be walked out. Corporations will have all the power. They will have all the money. So you had better go work for the corporations if you're lucky, because they will be the ones crushing small businesses, and that will be the end of the American dream. It's corporations and AI. That's going to be, you're going to be the bitch of corporations and AI, and you have no choice but to work for them because they will be the better choice. Hello, they will be the better choice. But they'll be starving wages. They'll be starving wages. Now, a lot of people say, that, you work what, 40 hours full time. And this big, beautiful bill, I think there's a provision that says that if you want health care, you need to work at least 80 hours. Somebody needs to work at least 80 hours. Now that's kind of, I don't know whether it's 80 hours a week, but that would be that is more than overtime. I just hope it's kind of just 80 hours somewhere, some 80 hours somewhere. But a lot of people, let's say somebody has multiple sclerosis and they are a parent of a disabled child and they are single parent. Maybe they're single because their partner died or something. They still will have to work 80 hours so that they can get health care. Some people are disabled. Some people may not even be able to work an hour. Some people have cancer. They may not be able to work to receive health care. But, that's what is going to happen. You can't work. Nothing is going to be given to you at all, because according to American way of life now, you're either worth energy or you die. This is what this country has become. It's, if you're not working and giving energy, you're better off dead. We don't need you. That is the death of humanity. They want robots who can work for them, so that they can survive. So yeah, we are back into deep survival mode. Deep survival mode. This is why I'm not birthing anything. I'm not birthing anything. Okay? I'm not pushing out no baby for nobody to exploit and use and then dump. Okay? I'm not birthing nothing for you. The government of Kenya, the government of the United States, you have shown us that you have no humanity. You have no clue what that looks like. And I'm not going to be your machine to breed for you the next generation of future workers so that you can exploit their energy. I don't have body parts for that dirty work that you want to put people up for. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I know I sound like I'm bitter, I'm angry, but this is the situation. This is the situation. You can see it for what it is, or you can turn another blind eye. But this is what it is. You're going to be used by this government as a dialysis machine to just birth future slaves that they can exploit. That's the system. That's the system. And it doesn't matter whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're brown, it doesn't matter. If you are not rich, if you are not a millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire, you're the bitch of the system. You become the bitch of this system, the bitch that they are going to use. Your job is to give birth, raise kids so that they can work in factories and they can work in corporations at starving wages. That will be your job. Wait for this big, beautiful bill to pass. You will have nothing to give to your kids in your old age. Nothing. You will be the bitch of AI, corporations, and the government, because the government and corporations will be one thing, because all money is going to the rich. The debt's going to be owned by GOP. So you're going to be their bitch. That's what's going to happen. It's the sad reality. No need to celebrate this July 4th. What are you celebrating if this big, beautiful billionaire bill passes? What are you celebrating? What's there to celebrate? You need to cry, Dress up in sack and dirty clothes like Mordecai when he saw his people going to be ruined. He knew that the end for his people was imminent. Unless you pray and fast for God to do something in the atmosphere, it's done for you. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Done. So guys, let me go and think about my life and my future and how I'm not celebrating this July 4th. Fuck it.